In this video, we'll be taking a look at 3 NBA games happening on April 7, 2022. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets. As we provide these videos on a daily basis, I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 3 NBA games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start. If you would like to gain access to our best exclusive betting picks to take your sports betting journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer anywhere from 2 betting picks a day up to 10 betting picks a day and much more. Now let's get started. Philadelphia 76ers versus Toronto Raptors. The Philadelphia 76ers traveled to Scotiabank Arena for an Eastern Conference clash with the Toronto Raptors on Thursday night. The 76ers are in a 3-way tie for second place in a jam-packed East this season. The Raptors guaranteed themselves at least a top 6 finish after their victory over Atlanta. The 76ers will be a little shorthanded in this one, as Matisse Thybulle is ineligible to play in Toronto, while the Raptors have listed OG Anunoby and Yuta Watanabe as questionable. The Raptors and 76ers clash Thursday in a potential preview of a first-round playoff series when things kick off next week. Toronto is playing their best basketball of the season, winning 6 of their last 7 games and averaging 113 points per game over their last 10. The 76ers nailed 16 threes against the lowly Pacers in their last win, but have lost 4 of their last 5 games and look sluggish heading into the playoffs. Joel Embiid has been on fire, but Harden is struggling with his shot, and Philadelphia always seems to play poorly north of the border. They have lost 17 of their last 20 games in Toronto. You can make a case for either side here, and both teams have better seeding to play for. However, the Toronto Raptors have been the more trustworthy team for the most part in home court matters. The Philadelphia 76ers have been hit or miss for the most part, and they lose in the underdog role by an average of 4 points. The Raptors are winning their last 5 games by an average of 9 points, and they win at home by an average of 4 points. There is plenty at stake in this one in terms of playoff seeding, and you could really make an argument for either side in what should be a close one. However, the 76ers are 0-4 against the spread in their last 4 road games, while the Raptors are 25-9 against the spread in their last 34 games against a team with a winning record. So the Toronto Raptors to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. Although the 76ers are in the bottom half in shooting percentage and points per game, they rank 26th in pace and lead the NBA in free throw attempts and percentage. It serves them well playing with this style, considering how efficient Joel Embiid has been. He scored 27 points in the first half 2 nights ago and had his way with a young Indiana front line. Toronto presents a different challenge and has ratcheted up its defensive intensity in a big way during their late surge. They rank 8th in defensive rating and allow only 106 points per game at home this year. The total number has gone under in 9 of Toronto's last 12 games facing Eastern Conference foes and 12 of their last 18 against Philadelphia. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. Boston Celtics versus Milwaukee Bucks. The Milwaukee Bucks play host to the Boston Celtics on Thursday night from Pfizer Forum in a potential NBA playoffs preview. These two have already met 3 times this season, with Boston clinging to a 2-1 series lead on the season. The home team has won the matchup in the previous 3 meetings between the teams this season. Boston hits the road, having won 3 in a row in 8 of their last 10, while Milwaukee has been struggling of late, winning just 1 of their last 3. With the season winding down and the playoffs quickly approaching, this is a crucial matchup between Eastern Conference contenders. Milwaukee will have a big advantage in this matchup, as the Bucks was off on Wednesday, while Boston played on the road against the Chicago Bulls Wednesday before visiting the Bucks on Thursday. Milwaukee's offense has improved, and the Bucks are now 3rd in the NBA in scoring with an average 115 points per game. Milwaukee is 2nd in rebounding with an average of 46.7 boards per game, and although Boston is 1st, the Celtics will be without its leading rebounder Robert Williams, who averages 9.6 boards per game. The Bucks have covered the spread in 11 of the last of 16. The Boston Celtics are a tough team to turn down in the underdog role with the way they've played over the last month or so, but this is a tough schedule spot for them, with them on the end of a back-to-back and being on the road. The Milwaukee Bucks are rested. They win at home by an average of 4 points, and they win in the favorite role by an average of 6 points. This is a big game in terms of the 2nd seed in the East and home court. and rest should be valued here, so the Milwaukee Bucks to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. Even though Boston has the league's best defense by most metrics, the loss of Williams and their continued search for how to deal with that won't come at a good time in this one. Giannis is the ultimate mismatch, which will be seen as Milwaukee's elite offense continues to roll in this one. Additionally, Boston has two elite scorers themselves, and with the Bucks taking a step back this season, the defensive end won't have issues finding the basket themselves. Additionally, for Boston, the over is 4-0 in their last 4 road games and 10-1 in their last 11 games played with no rest. For the Bucks, the over is 4-0 in their last 4 games as a favorite and 4-1 in their last 5 games overall. In meetings between the two teams, the over is 5-0 in the last 5 meetings in Milwaukee and 7-1 in the last 8 meetings overall. Celtics are 13th in the NBA in scoring with an average of 111 points per game, but have scored an average of 124 points per game over the last 6 games played. The total has finished over in 8 of Boston's last 9. Milwaukee is 3rd in the NBA in scoring with an average of 115 points per game and has the 11th best field goal shooting percentage at 46.7%. The total has finished over in each of Milwaukee's last 3 and in 4 of the last 5. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. San Antonio Spurs versus Minnesota Timberwolves. A pair of teams in the Western Conference playoff picture take the floor in search of a victory in the Twin Cities. The San Antonio Spurs are on the road as they make the trip to face the Minnesota Timberwolves Thursday night. San Antonio comes in off a 116-97 road victory over Denver Tuesday night in their most recent contest. Minnesota was knocked off 132-114 at home by Washington Tuesday night in their most recent action. In the all-time regular season series between the teams, the Spurs own a 91-35 advantage, but the Timberwolves have taken both meetings this season. That includes a 149-139 road victory in the most recent meeting on March 14th. The Spurs are going to be shorthanded once again as DeJounte Murray and Jock Landale are both out while Lonnie Walker is questionable for this one. The Timberwolves will be keeping an eye on Jaden McDaniels and Patrick Beverley, who are both questionable for this one. The Spurs deserve some credit for how well they've been playing lately, but they are only 0-7 against the spread in the last 7 meetings overall. The Timberwolves are also 7-2 against the spread in their last 9 home games. The Timberwolves haven't been playing the best basketball as of late, but they will be up and motivated for this one. There still is a chance they can reach the 6th seed, which is why they won't rest players yet, and they match up well against the Spurs. This season, Minnesota has beaten San Antonio in both games, with both being by more than 7 points as they won by 10 and 25 points. Along with that, Minnesota averages 114.2 ppg while the Spurs are allowing 112 ppg. And opponents are shooting 35.8% from 3 and 46.6% from the field. Both teams have been solid against the spread, but the Timberwolves have proven this season they can limit the Spurs' offense enough. So the Timberwolves to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. San Antonio plays at the 4th fastest tempo this season as they average 100.1 possessions per contest, which is a deviation from what you expect from Greg Popovich. This season, the Spurs have seen the underpost of 40-37-2 record coming into this one. San Antonio has been proficient offensively, but their defense has taken a hit as the season has gone on, leaving them in the bottom third of the league. Minnesota enters this game having seen the over hit in 48 of their 80 games on the year. The Timberwolves are 2nd in the league in tempo with 100.8 possessions a night this season. 6 of the last 10 meetings have gone over the total, including the last meeting when the teams combined for 288 points. Along with that, both teams play at a high pace as Minnesota plays at a pace of 103.4, which ranks 1st, while San Antonio plays at a pace of 102.4, which ranks 4th in the NBA. In the 2 games they have played this season, one went over while one did go under, but in the combined score they are averaging 246 points. Meanwhile, in Minnesota's last 5 games they are averaging 251.2 ppg while San Antonio is averaging 225, but they will be forced to shoot threes to try and keep up with the Timberwolves. These teams can score a lot and also have questionable defenses. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.